Welcome back to Dancing in the Kitchen. Today we're gonna address the most hated figure in Foxtrot, the heel turn. Come on ladies, tell me the truth. You know you hate them. So I'm gonna show you some mistakes and I'm gonna give you some tips on how to improve your heel turns. And maybe over time you'll end up enjoying them. So first thing, I'm sure you've seen this before. Ladies do the heel turn and then they lift their toes high up in the air, thinking that the person that lifts their toes the highest is gonna win at the competition. Unfortunately, this is incorrect technique. So make sure when you're doing your heel turn, you do not lift the balls of the feet off the floor. Make sure the balls of the feet are always in contact. So it's a misconception that you have to turn on the heels. The weight is towards the heel of the foot, but you're still going to be turning on the whole foot and slightly towards the balls of the feet. So let's fix this dreaded heel turn. So here's some tips. The first thing, when you're going to your heel turn, make sure you take a big enough step. So extend your leg as far back as possible. To do this, your leg starts at your hip. Your hip is right here. Don't do it from the knee because that step is too small. So swing that leg back. Next thing, you have 2 beats in the slow. So on the first step you have 2 beats. So don't rush this step because then you won't have time to close your feet properly. So open the leg, transfer the weight slowly from the left foot to the right foot. Okay? So you have 1, 2, then you continue turning, 3, and then step out, 4. So this is your reverse turn heel turn. So you have right foot back, you close your left foot to the right foot, and then you have right foot forward. On a natural turn, you're going to go left foot back, close your right foot to your left foot, and then you have left foot forward. So one little exercise that you want to keep practicing to develop your heel turns is bring your right foot back, close your left foot to your right foot, and then right foot forward. Left foot back, close your right foot to your left foot forward. So whichever leg you're moving back with, it's the same leg you're going to move forward with. Okay? So one more time. Close, step forward, close, and step forward. So we have, first tip, big step. Second tip, take your time. So you have 1, 2, turn, 3, rise, and then step forward on 4. Okay? Next mistake a lot of people make when they're turning is they forget to rise. So it makes it difficult to rotate. So as we know, going back in Foxtrot, we have no foot rise, so we don't go up on the toes. We stay down, but we have a body rise. So you pull up in your body. On the third beat, you're going to rise by rolling your weight forward towards the balls of the feet, and then you're going to step forward on the 4th beat, and then lower. So if we're going to the right, we go 1, 2. So you can see I'm up, 3, and then step 4. Next mistake and how to fix it. You don't create enough CBM, so you're not turning enough, and then you try to rotate at the end. So make sure when you're going into the turn, you create a lot of rotation in your body and in your moving leg. So let's say I want to do a half a turn and I'm backing a line of dance. The first thing you want to do is open the leg, but instead of just bringing it back line of dance, try to turn that right foot in a little bit. So open the leg back, turn the foot in, you're already shaving off 1/8 of a turn. Then continue rotating your upper body, then continue turning on that right foot, and then rise, and then step forward with the right foot. So I'm creating a lot of rotation even before I close my feet. And I create a lot of foot rotation already on the right foot before I even place all my weight on it. And then step forward. Yeah, now I can do the same thing going to the right. I'm going to open the leg. I'm going to turn that foot in. I'm going to start to rotate the body, close, and then step forward. All right? Next point, not using your head weight properly. So sometimes ladies go into this turn. If you can see, I'm doing it correctly. I either keep my head straight or I fall to the right. So on a left turn, you want to make sure you extend your upper body to the left. So imagine someone's pulling your left ear, or like you're stretching that left elbow. So that's going to help create a nice energy. Same thing when you're turning to the right, except for your head position. You want to use that right side of your body. Try to stretch that right side to create the turn. So whichever direction you're turning, try to elongate and stretch that side. And use the head weight for your advantage. So on the left turns, use the head. Wait, fell on that one. Let's try that again. Use your head, but be careful not to overstretch it. On the right turns, maintain your head in the same position, but use the body to create the rotation. Next mistake a lot of people make when they're doing their heel turns is they don't close their feet properly. So what you want to do is you want to make sure your feet are nicely closed in a parallel position when you're rotating. You don't want to have this V shape. Okay? So when you go back with the left foot, for example, when you're turning to the right, you want to close. At the same time that you're turning on the left foot, you're going to bring the other foot in and then you step forward. So make sure that when you're turning on your left leg, your right foot's coming in and then stepping forward with the other leg. Another tip I can give you is try to close the leg a little bit late. So try not to close before you've created the turn. Do it while you're turning. So when you open the leg, start turning and then close the foot and then step forward. So I'll do that again the other direction. I'm going back. Notice I'm still creating rotation on the foot and then my feet are closing and then I'm stepping forward. So this is the wrong way of doing it. You close your feet and then you try to rotate. So make sure you continue turning and then close and then step forward. So I'm closing my feet somewhere at the end of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beginning of 3. Third beat. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed these tips and I hope you start to apply some of these tips into your heel turns, all your turns in foxtrot, or some of those rotational steps that you have in waltz, like telemarks and impetuses. So if you enjoyed this lecture, please subscribe, like my channel, and I'll see you next time.